What's up guys, Herc here, and today's video I'm going to show you how to repair your tire just in case you've gotten a nail or anything in it. So step one is obviously to remove your wheel. Alright, so what you guys can see right here is I have this small screw wedged into the tire. So step two is to remove it. Just gotta put my gloves on first. There we go. Alright, so what you guys see right here is I wedged this little tire tool in here, and basically this thing is grooved. It has a little knurling on it, so you can kind of bore out the hole and make it a little bit bigger so that we can fit this special compound thing that goes in there and kind of fills the gap. If you listen closely, you can actually hear the air leaking out. There's that little bastard right there. Alright, so the next step would be to run one of these little strips through this hook tool right over here. Now before we can apply this strip to the hook tool, we have to apply a little bit of rubber cement onto it so that it can really stick into the hole that was made by the screw. Alright, now we can pass the strip through the hook tool. Just like that. Alright, now back to our tire. We're going to remove this tool and we're going to stick our prepared hook tool in. Alright, so we managed to fit the hook tool into the hole that we created. Now, if your bore tool isn't really that good at creating a hole, which was very difficult for me to get into it, you could always use a rubber mallet and just hammer on top of this to really get it in there, and that's what helped me get it really deep in there. So this should really help. Alright, so for the next step, we're going to try and remove the hook tool, and hopefully our strip will remain intact. There we go. See right there. There's a little strip of it hanging out, and a lot of people tend to cut this piece off, but it's good to leave it on so that as you're traveling, after this is on, it'll kind of smooth it out and it'll flatten out and it'll kind of adhere to the hole. Now while this next step isn't completely necessary, it's a good idea to apply a little bit more rubber cement on the top of the strip, just like this. Then we're going to take a lighter and we're going to light this strip on fire. Okay, and what this is going to do, it's going to kind of melt the strip, and it's going to kind of create this nice little glaze over the tire. You don't want to let it burn for too long, you just want it to kind of melt the little strip. So we're going to blow it out now. Alright, and we're going to take the mallet, and we're going to kind of pound it down into the tire. It's getting a little messy here, but that's okay. And what this is going to do, next time I'm on the road, as I'm driving, it's going to push down onto this strip, and it's going to make it very sticky, and it's going to stick right over that hole. Alright, so as you can see, it has completely caked over the hole, so it looks pretty good right about now. Alright folks, so the next step is to reinstall the wheel. Alright, so after having reinstalled the lug nuts, I didn't tighten them all the way because we still need to pump the tire because we need to check for leaks. So I have my little portable pump right here. I'm going to pump it right now. Remember to always consult your car manufacturer's manual to know how much pressure to fill your tires. So for my 2014 Subaru Legacy, I have the 225 45 18 tires, and the rear tires right here says it should be 32 psi, so that's how much I'm going to fill it to. Alright, so I'm just going to flip the switch and let it pump. Now that we've reached the desired psi, we're going to remove the pump, place the cap back on, and now we're going to check for any leaks. So in order to check for leaks, I'm kind of just running my hand on top of where the hole was and seeing if there's any air coming out. And a better way to do this would be to apply a little bit of soapy water. So now we're just going to wet the tire here a little bit with one end over here with some water. And then we have a bit of soap on the other end of the of the paper towel. Just gonna kind of cake that on there. Now if you see any bubbles, then you know that there's air leaking out. So let's see if we notice anything. Just gonna zoom in here. There don't seem to be any bubbles forming, so we did a good job. And now for the very last step, we're just gonna lower the car down onto the ground and we're gonna tighten up the lug nuts. And there you have it, folks. So if you guys have any questions, please leave comments down below. Please subscribe if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care now. Peace.
Let's go, let's go! Let's go, let's go! Finish it, finish it!